Charlie Pryde.
And I'm Jennifer Pryde. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Pride of the Villages.
Well, this past week, Jennifer and I had the opportunity to view two bands. One of them was here in the villages, and one of them was outside the villages. They were outstanding performances, and thought if you like this type of music, you may be interested in viewing these two bands in the future. So what this video is going to do is to introduce you to them. If you are not familiar with Celtic music, historically the Celts were a collection of tribes in Western Europe, and their legacy remains most prominent in the culture of Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and parts of France and Spain. Celtic music is instrumental and is based on folk dances such as jigs and reels. Instruments include fiddles, banjos, guitars, flutes, accordions, bagpipes, harps, and a frame drum. Now, you are likely familiar with famous Celtic artists like Enya, but did you know that we have a Celtic Show Band here in the villages, and on this day they were playing at the Savannah Recreation Center. In conjunction with the concert was a charity drive to provide new pajamas for homeless children. Jennifer had purchased these shark pajamas as our contribution. The band played in the main banquet room with a good-sized crowd that included social spacing. It did not take long for the band to get the audience clapping and stomping their feet. The band is comprised of 7 members who are all residents of the villages and accomplished musicians in their own right. Peter Collins is the leader of the band and joked that there were several hundred years of musical talent in this group.
Far away from me, friends and relations,
The band plays driveway concerts and private functions for villages clubs. Peter is the point of contact to make those arrangements at this phone number or email. The band also has a website and a Facebook page that has additional information on the band and some of their past performances. So if you're interested in Celtic music played by villages residents, then you may want to check out their next performance, which is going to be at the Fenny Recreation Center on 19 January 2022. Sponsored by the village's entertainment, it will occur from 2 to 3:30 p.m. You will want to ensure to check with the Fenny Recreation Center for further details on the seating arrangements for this concert.
Now, the Celtic Show Band was not the only group wearing kilts this week. Just a 40-minute drive outside the villages is the town of Mount Dora. Mount Dora has an interesting legacy in connection with Scottish culture. Earlier settlers, to include the city's namesake, Dora Andrody, came from Scottish roots. Mount Dora's Sister Cities Twinning program with Forres, Scotland, has continued that Scottish connection with cultural exchanges for over 20 years. In June of 2017, the City of Mount Dora Pipe Band was formed, and the band roster has grown to include members from Mount Dora and across Central Florida, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Canada. Today, the band has 38 performing pipers and drummers, along with a number of members receiving instruction. Now, we have highlighted in previous videos the village's own pipe and drum band, the Sounds of Scotland. What differs in the Mount Dora band is that its members are cross-generational. Charlie and I thought this young girl was amazing on the drum. The band played at an event called Plaid in the Park, and it occurs monthly from the fall to the spring. It features vendors, singers, dancers, and of course the pipe band. There are also special editions of the event, such as St. Patrick's or, in this case, Christmas. These are some of the highlights of Plaid in the Park Christmas edition.
I'll be in Scotland for you, where me and true love will never meet again. On the funny, funny banks of Loch Lomond.
The next Plaid in the Park is the 8th of January and celebrates the birthday of Robert Burns, the famous Scottish bard, who is also affectionately known as Rabbie Burns. Mount Dora is a great historical town on the lake with some very interesting restaurants and shopping. Combine that with Plaid in the Park for a fantastic day trip, just 40 minutes from the villages.
So hopefully you enjoyed the video. That was the Villages Celtic Show Band, as well as the Mount Dora Pipe and Drum Band. And we talked about their future performances. Both of them are playing in January, and hopefully you'll have the opportunity to listen to their music. And Jennifer and I really enjoyed it last week. So until the next video, we'll see you then.